Hey family, it's your boy Michael Colyar, world famous, world renowned, often talked about alleged comedian, and it is another fabulous evening of superstar interviews. You know, I've talked to some of the most fascinating people in the game, and I'm talking about all the games of life that black people play. Today, we're doing an actor. We're talking to an amazing actor, a monumental actor, if you ask me. The boy been in more films than Van Camp's got pork and beans, and I'm just honored to be able to sit and chat with him on this beautiful Wednesday evening, y'all. It is, I think, December 17th. It is January 18th, and we start off this new year beautifully because things always end the way they begin. So I hope, like myself, you're starting with an attitude of gratitude. And I want to welcome this man who, oh my God, you know him from so many films. His name is Michael Anthony Beach, actor, a father, educated man, just a cool brother. I've been knowing him for a long time too. Like myself, he's been in this business a long time. So let's get him on without further ado. And I'm the only one here, so ain't gonna be no applause. I get let me get my bells together. I got some bells and things I ring. Ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together for Mr. Michael Beach. You hear me? What happened?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but only a little.
Very distorted for me. I don't. I hear you, but I don't.
It's
I can't
distorted.
make out the words.
So Michael, do me a favor. Go off. Come right back on.
Go off and come back on.
Yeah, just go off and come right back on. It'll reboot, and that'll clarify the sound.
Okay, I'll be right back, bro.
Good to see you. I'll talk to y'all while he's going off and coming back on. So this is the second season of Superstar Interviews. Superstar Interview 2. But I want to put a little more light on me. I know I got a little light in there, but ain't no sense of putting on my cute stuff if I'm going to have a light all low and everything like that. Let's turn that light up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, another reason it probably didn't work is I wasn't wearing a hat. When he come back, I have my hat on, and we'll be ready to do this thing the right way. Whoa! There he is. He's black. He's back. Can you hear me?
I still hear like it sounds like you're like woo.
Let me see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It sounds distorted. Does it sound distorted?
I think you just did the alphabets, right?
Okay, in that case, you hold on. I'm going to go out and come back. You stay right there. Be right back. This ain't going to take but a pair of seconds. All right. All right, how is it now? Is the sound any better?
It's the same thing, brother.
You must have T-Mobile, because you know T-Mobile, you can only really pick up a signal if you parked in front of the house you call it. Nothing?
Let me take this earpiece out. Maybe.
Yeah, the earpiece throws it off a lot of times. Can you hear me now?
No, it's the same. It just sounds like garbled.
Oh man, it sounds like Charlie Brown's mama. Wonk 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 wonk. Hey y'all, this is Michael Beach. I know some of y'all already recognize the face. While he's working on that, I just tell you he's been a.
Do you have bro? I feel so bad, but all I hear is
don't feel bad. So
whoa.
Okay, let me try this. All right, can you hear me now?
The same
you can't
thing.
hear me?
I mean, I hear you, but it's just
I don't really know what to tell you because we both went in and came back.
Do you have people that give you feedback or live? Because maybe they hear you perfectly.
Yeah, let me look at them. Yeah. Someone said let you leave and come back. He did that. Let me see. Good evening. Glad to be here. Good evening. Soul food. Rosemary. Hey, we need to know, guys. Can you hear our sound clearly? So let me get some yes or no. Can you hear my sound? First ask, can you hear my sound? Okay, they're saying it sounds clear. You both sound much better. It sounds clear to me. You both sound great on Tube. Yeah, everyone is saying it sounds clear.
I don't understand anything you're saying.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Let me try one more thing. I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna leave the computer. I'm gonna come on my phone. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I'm on my way.
What's going on? Anybody listening?
Okay, now what about now? Nothing?
Same thing.
Dang. Well, go to your earpiece again. Put your earpiece back in now that I'm on the phone.
Take my earpiece
Because before
out?
I was trying to do it with the computer.
Okay, because I had.
Okay, let me see. Put your earpiece. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's still the same.
Oh, your earpiece is in?
Still the same.
And you can't really hear
garbled. Me? But you hear me perfectly?
I hear you perfectly, and the people listening hear us both perfectly. I'm looking at what they're saying. I have to use my bifocal glasses though, because now I'm on this phone. The words are smaller. They say it's the AirPods. They be like that. Tell them to join from the phone. Do you have a phone? Can you join from the phone instead of your computer?
Same. It's all garbled.
Okay. Do you have a phone? Phone.
It's just garbled.
Hold on.
Do you have a phone? Yeah, I'm on my phone right now.
Okay.
I have my computer over there too.
Yeah, let's do that.
You want me to try the computer?
Yes, let's do the computer.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm gonna go back to my computer because I know that thing was working good. Get the computer back up. Okay, StreamYard.com.
Oh, you just sent me the website again?
Complete.
Okay.
You sound.
Corey.
Can you hear me any better?
Oh, yeah, I hear you perfectly now.
And I hear you perfectly too. Malika, what's up?
I'm not here because both of you guys are clear.
Okay, but he was the one who couldn't hear me. So I needed him to be able to hear me so we can do the interview. But he's on now and it's crystal clear. So we gotta go. See you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta say, first of all, to Michael, Michael, thank you for your patience.
Sure, brother.
It would have been easy to storm away from this and say, oh, this cheap thing ain't working. But you worked it out, slid over to your computer. Everybody can hear you perfect. Oh, and now you disappeared. Wait a minute. Okay.
Where'd I go?
I don't know where you went. It got dark. Okay, there you are. You black. I mean, you back. Wow. Okay, so now we're here and you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to give him a correct introduction. He is an actor, a seasoned actor, a vet of film and television. I don't know about the stage part, but I'm going to ask him. And I mean, the guy got some college education. We're going to talk about all that in a minute. But first, get your hands together for the wonderful, the awesome Michael Beach. Woo! Yeah, boy, he's here. He keep blacking in and out, but we know he's here because we saw him.
I'm here. You hear me? I'm here.
I hear you. I don't know why does it keep getting dark though. Do you know? Is the computer
you know
what?
I always say to my wife, I never have any luck with computer stuff.
Wow.
I don't understand it.
Plus, we have the retrograde is going on top of everything else. So communication is hard enough without a Mercury retrograde. We got that in there too, brother. Thank you and welcome to the show. I'll put my finger, cross my fingers. Good luck that we make it through without a blackout or a sound out or something like that. Brother, first, I want to tell you, I admire you and your work. I just think you're brilliant. Every time I've seen you in public, I told you. I think you're great. You know, and I'm really enamored because I really one day want to be a great actor. You know, I can make my way through. You know, if I get a script, I can make my way through. But I want to be able to really, you know, really kill it like you kill it. You know what I'm saying? And some folks who are watching just some of his movies, Lean on Me, Waiting to Exhale. I just saw the Waiting to Exhale last night in the courtroom scene when I thought she was gonna punch you in the face, but when you stormed out from the edge of the scene, I was like, "Oh, why didn't they go a little further?" It was so good. It was so good. I haven't seen Aquaman, but I know that had to be too much fun.
Yeah.
Did you actually get in the water with Aquaman? Did you swim?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was in the submarine. The first like 6 or 7 minutes of it. It's some nice stuff, some really meaty stuff, but yeah. I get killed pretty fast.
Oh, but hey, dude, ain't no small part. We've both been here long enough to know that, man.
Hey,
I did this film, John Singleton's. What is the thing with we had Tupac Shakur, Janet Jackson.
Oh, Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a half a sentence. That's what they gave me. They said we give you a half a sentence. I auditioned with my half a sentence. By the time I got in the movie, I had about 12 lines. I was happier than anybody on the flick. I don't care how big their part was. I had mine, you know. So let me ask you, before we get to you, because I want to get to you, but I want to ask about Poitier. Did you meet Sidney Poitier?
You know, unfortunately, I never had the pleasure, brother. No, never had the pleasure.
But
I'm obviously I was a huge fan.
Yeah, and I think if you was one of the truly great actors, and so I would put you in that stratosphere. Yeah, with him. I mean, I've seen a whole bunch of your work, brother. Never did you drop the ball, and never saw the seams. You know, I could never tell where the acting was and where the living was. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that was cool. What do you think? And I swear, I'm gonna start on you after this last question, but the Poitier thing is here. What do you think was his greatest contribution to film as a black man, Poitier? Because I just think he's everything.
Yeah, I mean, he broke down a lot of walls, obviously. I mean, the first black man to win the best acting Oscar, but also he became a big director. And I think more importantly is that he was a man of class, of style, of elegance, of, you know, so he wasn't, you know, not that, you know, I'm from the hood, so it's all good, but he showed America and the world that there was more than the, you know, the black man that you thought you knew because he's from the street, you know. And I think he, you know, he brought class and elegance to, you know, if you ever see some of his, I was watching, obviously because he just passed, but some old you know, interviews with him, and he said, I posted a few of the things, he said some stuff that was just, it was like, yeah, that's what you know, that what he's saying is so true even for right now, you know. So I'm just a fan.
Well, he's a world-class actor, and you spoke of he too came from the street. You came from the street. Roxbury was pretty rough neighborhood, but that in Boston.
Yes,
and you started there with public school, but you went to Juilliard, which was great.
Yes.
Did you want a scholarship to Juilliard?
I did, yes. I got a scholarship there. And you know, at Juilliard at the time, it's different now, but at the time there was no housing. So even though
Okay.
you got my school was partially being paid for, mostly, I still had to live, and so
Mm-hmm.
I had to take out grants, and I had to work a lot whenever I had free time, which you don't
Mm-hmm.
much when you're at a school like that.
Right.
So it was, it was rough. But you know what? I grew up rough. So not having much was par for the course, but I knew I was doing something that I loved, and I was meeting all these other actors, dancers, musicians who also
Mm-hmm.
were very excited to be at a place
Like
that
that.
they could learn from and grow and see all these other uh,
Mm-hmm.
people in their professions. It was a great time for me. It was a long. I went to Juilliard, 40 years ago. So
Oh wait, did Noble and Greeno, how do you
Noble
pronounce
and Greeno.
Greeno? Did that prep you? Did that prepare you for Juilliard? Because it was a boarding school. It probably paid
Well, it was
relatively.
totally different because I went from the inner city in Roxbury. I got a football scholarship to Noble and
Okay,
Greeno, and
right.
that's a prep school. And pretty much when I was there, I went in the late '70s. It was There were five minority students out of 500 students. It was
Wow.
all pretty much white. Um, most of them were wealthy, not all of them, and the school was really academically inclined, and
Mm-hmm.
sports and academics. Acting was not a big thing there, not at all. It just had started coming to fruition. And I was there to play sports. I was
Right, you weren't there even thinking about acting at the time.
No, not even close. No.
And,
Matter of
and
fact, when I got, I started because I had gotten hurt. I was playing football and I was playing
mhm.
lacrosse, and I got severely hurt
Wow.
and didn't know what to do. But at that school at the time,
Mhm.
77, 8, 9, and I think they still do it. They have morning assemblies where the whole school gets together, and they have announcements about what's going on for that
Right,
day and
right.
week. So somebody offhandedly asked me to do an announcement. I said, okay.
Mhm.
I did one. It became popular. People started asking me to do more and more, and I was like, all right. And I did more and more,
Mhm.
and I became kind of a morning thing. I didn't do it every day, but twice a week or something, I'd
Mhm.
get up there. And when I got hurt, it was because of my morning assembly announcements that a director said to me, "You should try acting, man. I want you to audition for this play."
Mm.
And that was it. First,
Do
I
you
said no because I was like, "Yo, I'm an athlete," and I was still had hopes of coming back, but it wasn't to be. So eventually, I said yes, and I auditioned, and that was kind of
do you know what the play was? You remember what the play was?
it. Believe it or not, the first play I did was called "The Diary of Anne Frank."
Wow. Wow.
So yes, so the
At that school, that makes sense.
yeah,
Mhm.
and it's not really a high school play. I mean, that play is
It's
deep
heavy. It's
and
heavy.
heavy, and
Yeah.
it's about the Holocaust, and so and the young woman that was playing Anne, the main
Mhm.
character, and
Mhm.
the whole play is about a Jewish family that is hiding out in basically in the attic
In the attic,
of a
right.
Dutchman's house in Germany during World War II when Hitler was, exterminating the Jews.
Right, right.
So here I am.
Wait,
I'm
I saw
seven.
the film and I read the book. Where does a black man fit in that story?
Exactly, he does not. He does not.
Okay.
And there was some actually some backlash about that. Like, what is this black guy doing here? It's a Jewish story, and everybody in it was a Jew. Dutch Jew. With different Jews, but they were all
Right,
Jews.
right.
Well, no,
Here's
my
one
character
black
was
Jew. I got one black Jew.
my character was a Dutchman, so he didn't get in trouble. He was the one hiding the family out. Anyway, it became a big hoopla, and then eventually I ended up doing it, and I connected to the story, and based on that, I was only at school for another year. I auditioned for everything and I got every role I auditioned for,
Wow.
and yeah,
They
and then
said
somebody said,
if you could play Jewish, you can play anybody. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I mean, based on that, people started saying, "Oh, you should audition for theater schools." And I said, "What's a theater school?" And they said, "Oh, well, you go for acting and stuff like that." So they gave me a list of schools. I went and I auditioned for them. I got in and decided on Juilliard. Even
Wow.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know,
At the time,
how big the school was, or the reputation of it. I had no clue. So I was just told that's the best one, so go there. So I did.
but you started with your scholarship as an athlete, and my one of my producers has said to me, "Well, he's considered a sex symbol," and I said, "Well, let's look at this picture." And yes, this picture ain't that old. So you
That's when
are
I was
still.
55. Yeah.
That's when you're 55. So you're still in that gym pretty much daily.
Not daily anymore. I have a really bad wrist that I need to get an operation on. So I do not look like that anymore. But I've been a gym rat my whole life pretty much. So
Nice.
I do have periods where I drop off, but I always end up getting back in.
So what film did you do or television show that stands out most for you, that was the most rewarding, not because of money, but because of what
Right.
you got out of it as an artist, as an actor?
It's people ask me that all the time, and I don't have any particular one. I mean, there are obviously ones that mean a lot to me because of the friendships I've gotten and continue. Like obviously some of my closest friends are actors. I have a lot of friends that are not actors, that are not in the business even. But I just like to work, brother. And any job that I always go on set. I try to have fun. I try to be, I'm as prepared as I can be so that I can have fun, so that I can enjoy my time and hopefully enjoy the crew and the cast, and always feel grateful that I have a job, that I'm able to do what I do and make a good living, so.
We talked the other day, and you were talking about how grateful you are, for your life, for your
Yes,
family, and you have a little child. I mean, you have 4 kids, right?
I have 8 children.
You have 8 children.
Yeah, I have 4
Well,
young children, but I have 4 adult children as well.
man, the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply," and you took that very serious. But you have
I'm
one as
serious.
young as 7 or younger?
Well, my youngest is turns 5 next week.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
And you're what?
I
You're
do have a 7-year-old.
and you're 58.
I'm 58. Yes,
And that photo we saw was 2 years ago.
3 years ago. Yeah.
So how could you not look like that 3 years later? It looked like you put 40
It's
years
called
into
ice
carving
cream,
that. Ice
pizza,
cream.
French fries. That's what it's
Derry is
called.
a killer. Derry is a killer. Okay. Then what director? What director blew your mind? What director guided you and taught you something that's so life-changing you'll never forget the experience?
You know what, brother? I wish I could tell you those things, but they don't hit me that way. You know what I mean? To me, it's all a collective
Right.
of things. Like people often say, "Well, what's the film that launched you into blah blah blah?" And I said, "Well, first of all, I'm not. I'm not a star. I'm not a movie star, right? So I'm I'm what I consider a journeyman actor. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I work all the time. I work with a ton of people. I pop up in different, comedies and dramas and TV and film, and and I and I'm fortunate to keep working. Usually to have a good, good meaty roles, whether
You
they're
work
big or small.
all the time. I mean, I
Yeah.
just look, you got 7 films for 22. 22 has only been here 17 days. And in 2022, you're already in 7 films. So you work all the time,
Yeah, I'm
which is a
fortunate,
blessing.
brother. I'm
That's a
fortunate.
blessing. So
Yes.
how much does your queen support you in your career? Or is she just sort of lay back and be mama?
Well, I don't. She doesn't really have much to do with my career.
Okay.
Um, but I mean, my wife and I are, you know, bro. I couldn't be more blessed to find the
Mm.
right wife. It's my second marriage. I have 4 children from my first marriage, 4 from this marriage. We
Wow.
adopted one, so we have 3 natural and 1 adopted.
You gotta get married
And
one more time so you have an even dozen. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
well, I fixed myself, so that's done. No more of
Oh,
that.
okay.
Bro, I was like, I can't be in my 60s having children. That's not gonna happen. We talked about that
I
earlier.
know it. I said I'd take another chance, but okay, go ahead.
No, but my wife and I, man, we have I don't go around like spouting. I can't. I'm not really a fan of like, oh, what's the secret to a long, healthy, and I don't know, bro. I just happen to love my wife and respect her, and we enjoy being around each other, even if we're not doing anything.
That's
So
beautiful.
yeah, and it's been 21 years for us now. So
Nice.
we're blessed. We're just as happy as we've ever been, and I so we sub- you know because most of my life is at home with my family and kids. That's really the foundation
That's
of
the
my
real
life.
joy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are times when I'm busy and I'm away a lot.
Mhm.
Um, but I try to come back, and sometimes I'm working in LA. That's nice. But
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
most productions are not in LA,
You
believe it
can't
or
afford
not.
to shoot in LA.
I know
I
it's
can't afford to
ridiculous.
live in LA. You got that money.
It's
I
expensive.
buy my sandwich outside LA to drive in and chew it. I can't afford nothing in LA. So, but is there a film or a role that you desire to do that you really, have this burning desire to do, or
No,
no? So
no,
you're just a
I just
journeyman.
want to, the great thing about this job is that you just never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You
It's
know what I
true.
mean? So you
That's
get,
true.
you don't know who you're going to be working with, what actors, what directors, what producers, if
Mhm.
it's going to be right before Christmas, I was in France doing doing a TV show, for a Middle Eastern TV show that is based in Egypt. And I was supposed to go to Egypt to shoot, but our schedules got messed up. So they had a period when they were shooting in France. So
Mhm.
I was free and I went to France. But it was such an amazing experience because I've never, as much as I've done stuff, I've never done a non-American production. Even when I've worked all over the world, but they've always
Mhm.
been American based. This
Mhm.
one was Egyptian based, and it was a
Wow.
Middle Eastern show where they speak Middle Eastern. you know,
Okay.
there's a few
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
languages.
Yeah.
So
I don't
um,
know. I don't know them either. Okay.
neither do I. So no disrespect to anybody, but I spoke in English, and the character that I dealt with most spoke English to me as well. And
Mm.
I had a ball, man. They do things differently. It's pretty different. But I was like, see, how did I didn't expect to be here, and they're talking about, yeah, we're gonna get you on, we want you to come to Egypt, and we work in Dubai as well, and that's, and I was able to bring my wife with me to France,
Oh, that had to be
so
nice.
yeah, it was, it's a blessed life. I have no complaints,
So
and
who
that's
watched the 18 kids while you over in France?
I'll tell you who watched them mainly. My ex-wife.
And she watches them all.
She watches them all, and we
See,
have sometimes my wife's mother or sister will come and stay for a
I
little
love
while,
that.
but it's mostly my ex-wife.
Wow. Well, it's a very interesting journeyman life that you have. Cause me, I'm so hungry.
Yeah,
There's parts I want to do that I really want to do. I want to do something where I cry.
right,
Not that I try to cry, but I
right,
want to do a part where it's so emotional that the tears flow. And I
right,
want to be
right,
able to be connected in there so deeply that they flow naturally. Not that I'm acting crying, but I'm
right.
feeling the part. I haven't had a chance to do that part. I'm doing a one-man show where I get really close, but I've yet
Hmm.
to have that kind of a part. And I love Regina King.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's my
If
girl.
she could direct me, and if she just want me to carry a box, just direct me. I'm gonna carry the box from here over there. I don't sweep. Just want me to sweep. Just let me sweep. She is
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, that's my girl. I've known her for decades. Yeah,
So that's a
and
great desire of mine to work on a project of hers. And
yeah.
it ain't got to be big, although I am. Thank you.
That's right,
Uh,
brother. You tell him.
no, well, I'm so glad that you're in a position where you love what you do and you get to just do it all the time, and that you have a great queen and a goddess there with you who looks out for you, and you got family. You have it all. You have it all. So I have to ask this: have you done any theater since you broke away, went through Juilliard, and then started giving films and television? Have you done any theater?
Yeah, my training is all theater. But my first job out of Juilliard was a film called um, Streets of Gold with
Okay.
Wesley Snipes, Adrian Pasdar,
Mhm.
an actor called Klaus Maria Brandauer, a German actor who,
Who's awesome?
Mephisto. Yeah, he's passed away
Mhm.
now, but
Yeah, he's
he
best.
uh, he Oscar winner.
Mhm.
So as soon as I did that 2 weeks after I graduated from Juilliard, I was on the
Wow.
set doing that, and then it just rolled into more film and more
Mhm.
film, and then a couple of TV things, and so to be honest, in the last 40 years, I have been on stage, but they've been very small productions and they've been short ones because sometimes I'll get a call, oh, we want you to do this production for 4 months, for $10, and the theater
Mhm.
is a lot of work. And I just can't, I was just like, that's gonna cost me so much money. So for the most part, I don't do it.
Wow. So you've never done August Wilson play?
Well, I've worked on his material, but I've never done one of his plays, a production of it. Yeah.
That'd be such a challenge for me, such a scary thing for me, because I've never done a thing that big, that
Yeah.
august. But I would certainly take the challenge. So
But
let
that's
me
the
ask.
key right there, brother. The challenge, it's like when you go and you work with an actor that you admire.
Hmm.
A lot of people get afraid. Oh, I got a big scene with that person the next day, so I
Yeah.
better prepare.
Hmm.
And their nerves on that day could really,
Mess up.
find mess them up a lot.
Yeah.
But it's the idea of saying that, oh, I have this opportunity to work with this person that's considered a monster, in terms of their work. Like they're just a beast. And you
Mm.
go, the joy for me is saying, oh, now I have to step up. I got to step it up. But
Yeah.
I'm always saying, I don't care who I'm working with. It's like, yo, I
Hmm.
got to bring, sometimes it's the material. I say, oh, this scene is so good. I need to do it justice. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I need to
Yes.
make sure. that as much as I can elevate the writing, so it's always something that instead of being afraid of, and I'm not, it can scare you, but instead of that, you say, oh, this is a challenge, and I am going to prepare my ass off and jump in there with both feet.
Let me ask you about this. Have you shot Kingdom Business yet?
Yes. We shot the whole first season. Done.
Y'all have already shot the whole first season. So how was it working with Yolanda Adams?
One of my favorite people in the world.
One of my favorite people in the world too.
Love Yolanda Adams.
So does she pull it off? Does she pull it off?
Yeah, you know what? It's so funny because she grew a great deal over the months
the
that
course
we were
of doing the show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Not, and she didn't start from a bad place. It's just
right.
I mean, we spend decades trying to grow, so we're always trying to get better. But she really started sitting into her work, and it just, she's so talented. And forget about the singing, bro. I mean, woo.
Wow.
And the entire cast, except for me and Mike Ja White,
sing.
They all sing.
Thank God Michael Jai White ain't singing. Thank you, Jesus.
Or Michael Beach.
Or Michael Beach.
Man, some of the, I have no idea what, who knows, but some of the, being on set and hearing some of the songs, by most of them written by Kirk Franklin, who was also a producer executive producer, and he did all the music.
Wow.
Man, powerful. Really
I'm
powerful
excited
stuff.
About it.
Yeah.
But tell me this. What is the mayor of Kingston? The hell is that?
The mayor of Kingstown.
Kingstown, what is that?
Yeah, that is a Paramount Plus show that's actually streaming now.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so all 10 episodes are out now, and it stars Jeremy Renner.
Love him.
Yeah.
For everything.
Oh, he's
The Town.
Yeah. Everything. The Town. He killed it. He's so good in this. This is so great for him. And this is Taylor Sheridan, the guy who created Yellowstone, and he did the movie Sicario, and quite a few other things.
Beast too. Yeah.
He's crazy. He used to be an actor, but he pretty much now he's a writer, director, producer. But it's basically about the penal system, the prison system. What it's like, what it does from the guards' point of view, the prisoners' point of view. The town, Kingstown, is a place where the economy is based on prisons. They have like 6 or 7 prisons.
Oh, wow.
In the town. It's a big town, but in the town, and it's hardcore, brother. It is hardcore.
I gotta take a peek at that. Yeah. Well, brother, our time has run out. I have enjoyed every moment of this. I really enjoyed watching you struggle to get the camera to work. That was the best. That was you want to talk about some good acting.
It was the sound. Bro, you sounded like you were like, oh. I was
that
like,
was that phone. You gotta put down that Android, dog. You got to come on up to the iPhone. Quit playing.
This is the iPhone 13 Pro, baby.
What? That one do everything. I had that phone. I ironed my shirt with that the other day. You do everything with that phone. Ain't nothing that phone will do. You make a cake with that phone.
Well, obviously, I had a sound problem, so maybe I need to step it up.
They say the first round of any of the new devices, there's glitches. That first round. That second round of that same device, it'll be stellar. Like your performance.
I'll wait for the upgrade.
You are a great artist and a great man and a gentleman. Anytime I see you in public, you're always just a nice cat, man. You are a gentleman. I think Poitier would be proud of you, of your body of work, how you carry yourself as a man, as a father, and as an artist. And I know I'm honored to know you, and I thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us, man. This It's been beautiful.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Yeah.
So,
I have a question for you, bro,
come
before
on.
we go.
All right.
How many hats do you own? Do you even know?
I
You don't
don't
know, do
know,
you?
but there's an awful lot, and I'm
Could you
creating a
wear
hat
could you
room.
wear one hat every day of the year and not repeat a hat?
I could for money. But not just to do it, but yeah, for a couple of dollars,
But you
I think
have
I can
that
make
many
that
hats,
happen.
right?
Yeah, I need my own hat line, so I always put that out there. Anybody want to put together the Michael Colyar hat line? Y'all want to sponsor it? I'll provide the head. I got a space for you to set that thing on. In fact, oh no, that's just a Stetson. I thought this was the black company because there's a black company I'm dealing with. This brother calls himself No Man Hats. Look at these hats. This is a black company.
Wow.
It's called
That's
No Man
beautiful.
Hats, and they are fly. And this one is theirs too, in purple. This thing is butter. You know.
Woo.
So I like hats. I'm a collector of the hats. I love to wear hats. I love to dress. Coming up in the 50s, I watched my father and my big brother. They always dress, man. They dress to go to work. Back then, people dressed to get on an airplane. Getting on an airplane was a big thing.
Yeah.
Now you go to the airport, people coming through there with flip-flops and pajamas, and I'm like, wow, where are we going? I'm thinking I'm going to a sleepover. I don't know what's going on. Thank you again for being here, my friend. God bless you real good. You can call on me anytime, and if you talk to Regina King, please tell her Michael Colyar said he will take any part in any movie anytime. I will even play the Jewish girl in the new version of Anne Frank's. Just let me know where I need to be.
Especially if you get to cry.
Especially if I get to cry. Real tears. Real tears. Blessings
to
you, my friend. God bless you real good. Thank you for being here with me this evening. I really appreciate it. And you're kicking off the second season of these, so this is my second season. You're the first show. I don't care about technical glitches. There were no glitches in your heart and your spirit, brother, and you made it work. So I love you and I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Michael Anthony Beach. Michael Beach all up in here. Thank you, King.
All right, my man.
I appreciate you.
We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, y'all, that was him. Michael Beach. He done more films than Van Camp's Got Pork and Beans, and he always kills in every one. He always comes through, and I'm just glad that he was kind enough to jump on with us. I want to say hello to some of the people watching. And Michael, there's a woman jumped on here, says she'd like to forgive you for what you did to Angela Bassett. Well, he don't have to forgive her. Didn't she burn up all his clothes? Shit, he should have choked the hell out of her. That's what I think while he had a chance. Thank you, Bonnie Chambers and Idlewild and everybody. I appreciate y'all. Please come back next week. I guarantee you we'll have a great start for you again. And my morning show, every morning, Michael Colyar Morning Show, 7 a.m. right here on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, put in the Michael Colyar Morning Show. We're up to show 337 tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Entrepreneur Show. So it's going to be all Black entrepreneurs, and they will all gift people in the audience with the things they do. And Friday, nothing but fun. Friday is the fun day. I love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Keep God first, and it's going to be all right as soon as the swelling go down. I'm your boy, Michael Colyar. Have a fantastic evening. Good night.